Welcome, guys. Welcome to the new beginning. Feels good to breathe. In and out as the breath goes. We concentrate on the breath to bring us back to our centered oneness and connection with the Creator, the Spirit, the Divine. You can feel free to do the same thing. If you want to just go ahead and just breathe in through your nose. Fill up the belly and out through the mouth. Filling up the belly and removing it out. One more time. Let's breathe in. Release. Okay. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Hayes Reed. Hi. Nice to meet you. I am an astrologer. I am a student of life. I am a student of learning. I am a student of listening. I'm a student. I am a student. So, I wanted to do this video. It's the first day of the month. First day of the month, April 1st, 2019, year 3. It's Monday, which I feel is perfect because Monday is really Moon Day, M-O-O-N-D-A-Y, Moon Day. The moon rules Monday. Monday is a very psychic, inner self, inner emotional realm, subconscious type of day. It's the day that everybody is most in their feelings. It's the day where everybody is most, because it's the first day of the week and it's the beginning of the work week. The work week. And yeah, Mondays are beautiful days. You can really set intentions. They're for setting intentions. They're for directing your intention and setting the intention for the rest of the week. Sunday is a great day of resting. It's a great day of resting and healing and planning. Sunday would be the day you would plan, and then Monday would be the day that you start to execute. And that's how you start to reprogram your subconscious mind, by doing affirmations and declaring things and writing things down and having a plan for how your week is going to go, you know? So it's Monday, April 1st. And this really, like today is going to set the tone for the rest of the month. What you do on the first of anything sets the tone for the rest of that thing. That's a really great way to think about life. Because how you start, well, I won't say that how you start isn't necessarily how you finish, but yeah, how you start is how you finish. And that's within segments of like projects, like, you know, you know, that's just kind of how it goes. How you start is kind of you finish. It's like you never really get a second chance or a first impression, you know? So that's kind of the mentality that I'm feeling led to kind of open up to and kind of open this up with. You know, what is your mentality like at this point? It's April 1st. We're in Aries season. And it's pretty much all about you becoming the leader and the director and the narrator of your life. So, I'm titling this video April, Clear Vision and Manifestation. I am the vision. So, we got Mars in Gemini this month, you guys, which is Aries' ruler. Mars is going to be in Gemini, creating clear communication and opportunity and that intent for communication, for connecting, for finding out information, for being technologically savvy, you know, finding out new things, trying new things, discovering new things, tinkering, you know, kind of becoming a jack of all trades. Gemini is the sign of the twins, and it wants to be involved in everything. It wants to understand the code of the world. So Gemini is going to be in Mars is going to be in Gemini, creating an action plan and clearing the way for clear and crisp communication between ourselves and the divine. We're forming ideas. Okay. We got Mars making the square to Mercury and Pisces, right? Well, not currently, but pretty much. So let me make it clear. Gemini and Pisces square each other. They are 180 degrees apart from each other on the zodiac sign. That makes them form a square in the astrological chart. So a square, what is a square? A square is a type of aspect where there's kind of inconsistency and something to transcend, something to learn. Whenever you have squares, whenever you're dealing with any planet squaring and making any aspect like that, a square and in conjunction, those are all representative of misunderstandings and misalignments. So there's something to, you know, work through. So Mars is going to be in Mercury ruled Gemini, and Mercury is in Pisces. So our communication and our thinking and our learning and kind of our way of living right now and our way of assessing and moving logically is a little blurred or skewed, or it's being transcended. You know, something is being submerged and made a little mystified, a little bit off the chart, a little bit sunken. Everybody right now is submerged in this infinite light tunnel of possibility and evolution and the unknown. Pisces is the third most sensitive, most psychic, most available water sign. And when I say the most available, I say it's the most available because Pisces is so, they're so open. You know, they're open to so many ideas and patterns and divine switcheroos and situations. And with Mercury being in Pisces, we're being opened up, we're being made to tune in and channel in the divine. You know, the divine is trying to really, really get a message to us, particularly through music at this time. Music is very, very important. It's very, very important that you're listening to music that soothes you and kind of gets you into a meditative state so that you can be ready to hear. You know, this is really, really a time where we're being made ready to hear a word, you know, a word from God, if you will. You know, we're trying to hear a word from the Lord. So let's continue. The square between Mercury in Pisces and Mars in Gemini is activating divine intent, divine messages. So while we have Mercury in unclear and submersive and misty, illusory, dreamy, unclear, evolutionary Pisces, we have Mars in Mercury's territory of Gemini, which wants to clear communication. So our intention is to gain clear communication. So we're making ourselves available, you know, to hear from the divine, to hear from our ancestors, to hear from the spirits, to really hear, to tune ourselves. Mercury has a lot to do with our neurological system because that's communication points. These are communicating. Whatever we do with our hands, we're communicating. You know, right now I'm communicating to you guys with my hands. I mean, I'm doing a whole bunch of different stuff that doesn't really match up with what I'm talking about right now, but you guys get the picture, right? This is all communication. So meditation is very, 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 you know, avid right now. It's vital to be able to hear. And there's no better placement to perform meditation, you know, besides Mercury and Pisces, because, you know, Mercury and Pisces is slower. You know, it's slower to attend to things or attune in. So Mercury has to work harder to tune the message. So Mars and Gemini is helping us, like seriously helping us to war through and really meeting us where we're at, you know, meet us where we're at. Like the divine right now is really helping, and the divine wants you to know that we are on your side. Your angels want you to know that we really love you. That's why we're sending messengers and teachers and preachers and people to help to filter these things out. So because we need to be ready to fight. And when I say fight, I don't necessarily mean physically, even though some people may have to do that, but we're evolving. Humanity is evolving right now. That's the only reason why I'm doing this video, why I have this channel, and why I am putting a seed in the ground that will sprout into a harvest, because we're evolving, and technology is the new gateway for ascension and information. So, you know, we will feel very, 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 very moved to communicate, gain information, get new information, and also feel, you know, our social groups are going to be activated as well. And the words that we say, the intents that we come with. Mars and Gemini can be a little petty. There's some petty energy, you know, some yapping off at the mouth, saying stuff just because you think it, and you may think that you know it, you know, arguments, those things, debate, certain battles with words, things like that could really show up this month. Within our relationships, within our own minds, we are really working to ground this new intention. And as we start to do that, this is a point where we're changing. It's springtime. Springtime brings change. It brings boom. Every time a season, we go into a new season, that's called change. And so this is really, really the big point of change, springtime, because this is truly, 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 truly the new year. And this is where we're bursting free and directing our attention to something and not caring what anybody has to say, because this is my story, this is who I am, and this is what I lead with. So that's another theme for this month, you all, is leading with love and leading with, with intention, not just, not just living to eat, but eating to live. Not just waking up to, be on, but being on so you can wake up. Everything is intention. Everything is always intention. But now when you become conscious that you are God and that you are one with everything that is, you start to realize that everything is like everything that I do means something. So everything you do means something. So it's about really where your mind is at. Like, it's about where your mind is at during Aries season, because Aries is so forward thinking. Aries is always moving forward. Aries doesn't look back. So we're really at the point in the gate of no return where we can't look back any longer. We just really have to bust through those gates and spread our arms wide open and be welcomed or not with open arms and be like, this is who I am. This is the shit I come with. This is what I require. This is how I'm going to direct my life. This is what I'm going to accept now and not accept. I motherfucking am, bitches. Again, I am a student of astrology. I'm not an astrology expert. But astrology deeply, deeply helps me to, in such a detailed form, really manage my intuition. It helps me to really, really manage it. And by the way, I like to tell people certain things that I'm drinking, because I'm a big tea person, and teas help. So I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm drinking Egyptian licorice. It's very spicy, warming, and naturally spicy sweet. It's very, very good. It's good to have herbs in your body and to help attune yourself to higher frequencies. The sextile between the sun and Aries, sun is in Aries right now, Aries season, and Mars and Gemini is pushing along this warrior and leadership experience. We're looking to burn through the old so we can get to the brand new thing. Okay? Aries is a cardinal fire sign. So this is all about leadership, initiating change, initiating a new idea, being free to dream, becoming the warrior, director, and author and finisher of your life. Aries is probably the most powerful sign in the zodiac, next to Scorpio, Capricorn, and I have to name one more. Maybe Taurus. Very, very just powerful, you know. Um, Cardinal signs and fixed signs, very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. More so fixed signs, though, to me. More so fixed signs. Fixed signs, man. Fixed signs really hold all the power. I'm going to tell you that right now. Like, all the power. Like, you know, I give Aries its credit. I give Capricorn its credit. But all the fixed signs, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio, such a possessive, controlling nature, such a way of their own that they have. You know, they're not very adaptable. So they know how to lock things in place. So this is really, really, really a great time right now, you know, to start over and really, really learn from the fixed signs. So if you have a Scorpio in your life, if you have a Aquarius in your life, you have a Taurus, if you have a Leo, then those are really, really, really good people to have around you right now to kind of help you solidify and standardize and cement your intentions, because all fixed signs have such clear intentions. Like, you really can't miss their intentions. Like, you can see their intentions from a mile away because it's fixed. So how all the signs go is cardinal, fixed, and mutable. And right now we're in cardinal fire. So we're directing and leading things and initiating new stuff. It's like a newness and going towards something new. All cardinal signs are going towards something. All fixed signs want to maintain something. All mutable signs, so that would be like Sagittarius, Pisces, Virgo, and Gemini, they're all trying to learn something. You know, so mutable, you know, because Gemini is the twins, and then Sagittarius is the half horse, half man. Virgo is the Virgin Mary. So there's no double there, but it's still mutable. And then you have Pisces, which is the two fish. So those signs are all about adapting and change. And they're that way because they all come at the end of seasons. So they really, really help to usher in the change. Or they're trying to set the tone for change to happen. That's what mutable signs do. They're like they change the trends of things. So you have Aries, which is you have cardinal signs that are going towards the new thing, and then you have the fixed signs, which is locked into it already, which is already stable in that. That's why they have their own way about doing things, because they're so grounded in everything that they do. All fixed signs are very, very grounded in reality and in everything that they do, that they have, that they want to maintain, right? Control. And then mutable signs are setting the tone for change. They're kind of the ones that have to, all mutable signs have to surrender to the changing times. So I'm a sun sign Sagittarius, moon sign Gemini. And so I'm double mutable. My rising sign is Aries. So I'm going towards the brand new thing. I'm always going, like, I've never had stability, you know, in my life. Like, I've always been trying to go towards stability. I've always been trying to move towards stability. And not to say that I didn't like have like stable situations, but there was really no real security. It wasn't secure, you know. I moved around a lot, if that makes sense. I moved around a lot, and I never was friends with anyone for longer. Like, I never maintained like a friendship for longer than, you know, like, there's a lot of people that I talked to Well, of course, back in high school, but even now, like I just meet a lot of different people, and I kind of always going towards what feels. I'm always going towards something. I'm always trying to shift something. I'm always shifting. I'm a very shifty person. I'm always shifting. So I'm kind of rambling on right now, but I'm feeling very conversational at this point. So for me, how I'm really, really, really assessing and scoping the rest, not of just this month of April, but the year, is I'm getting more into my fixed energy because although my sun is in Sag, I have a moon in Gemini and rising is Aries, I have 4 planets in Scorpio. So that there's a certain stability that I desire. You know, there's a certain stability that I desire. There's a certain stability I desire, and I'm gonna have it. So let's continue with this astrological energy report. Mars' opposition to the god Jupiter in Sagittarius is going to help us overcome lack mindsets, and we will want to see the opportunity in everything. Yep. It's gonna really our awareness this month is gonna be magnified. We're gonna be seeing signs and opportunities and moments like portals to walk into all the time. For example, you know, I took an opportunity to walk around the block a few times before I came here and sat down with you guys. And the way that God, my angel, the divine speaks to me is through music. Speaking to everybody through music, because everybody listens to music and everybody is vibing with music. Music is a vibe, it's a frequency. We all vibe at those frequencies with music, right? But particularly for me, how it works for me is I see so many signs through music. So first of all, I'm a musician, I'm a singer, a vocalist. I write my own songs too. So I'm a creator. So I create in that Piscean musical realm. So as I've raised my frequency through the years, allowing music to kind of help sustain my joy, sustain my high level rising, I've been able to tap into my subconscious through music and kind of help inform my own self through it by way of guidance from the ascended masters, my angels, my ancestors. So, active communication with the angels and our guides. People, places, old things are getting real, raw, and revealing. Through music, our ideas will reveal much as we strip away structure and old alliances. I am an angel. Then later on in the month, we're going to have the Scorpio full moon, as when the sun goes into Taurus. The Scorpio full moon will be emotionally, physically, and psychologically and energetically draining. And so when I say draining, I mean that it's going to help us to drain and get rid of all the trash and all the trauma, all the inconsistencies, all the fallacies in our operation. It's gonna be it's gonna be some gangster pimp shit. This is clearing out all the crap and trash in our lives. It's the 4th month, so it's a month of 444. Angels are dispatched, guys. This is the month where angels are dispatching. For real, for real. And, it's a month where we're not going to be able to really, really hide because now we have to kind of come out. We kind of have to come out and really, really show our stuff. If you want that, if you want something brand new, it's time for you to come out. And you can take that however you want it, whatever level you want. Like, whether that's about sexuality, whether that's about the fact that you practice magic and the occult and tarot read, and that you're a psychic and whatever other labels however you want to narrate your story, this is the time where we have to push out and show our face and be fearless and brave and demanding of who we are and what we want. If you want to change your name up, if you want people to start calling you by a different name so it matches with the frequency of who you are, then that's just what has to happen. If you really, really want change. Everything is an opportunity to learn, a month to challenge yourself. It's a month to challenge ourselves, challenge yourself. There's going to be a lot of different battles this month, with people, and, this could be home, work, your job, school, different social groups you're involved in, focus groups, whatever, idea groups, research groups. All these things are gonna start up, like all this combustion and like contention is gonna like flare up, because we have, remember, Mars, the god, the fiery, active, focused god of war, in an air sign where things can get blown up. You know what I'm saying? So we have a lot of energy, and we kind of have the willpower to really go get the information and to be as active in communicating and connecting and, zippity zoodah, zippity zay. Gemini is a very fast moving, mutable air sign. So it changes, it shifts. It's the two-faced one. It does one thing, says another, blase, blase, blah. Gemini is a little trickster, a little spazzy one. So, we definitely want to be careful to not necessarily hold our tongue, but we want to think before we act. We want to make sure that our intention is right, to make sure things that we're saying is helping instead of, we want to direct our energy in the right way. We don't want to just be, foaming off at the mouth, because the bigger picture is we're formulating ideas and perspectives now, or we're finding out now how to fine tune perspective by talking about it and communicating and kind of bridging different perspectives and finding out different code, trying to help. What was happening this month is a code, like a code. It's like a code. You're decoding something. We've all been in this space of trying to decode and trying to understand our lives completely, the past, the present, and the future. Especially, with Mercury in Pisces, and it did its retrogrades for 3 weeks there, and Venus now in Pisces. We're trying to flesh out relationships. There's a little bit of confusion about who's really for us and who's not, who's really rocking with us and who's not, what the future really holds as far as our alliances, and how, as we evolve, who is going to be there with us as we're evolving, who is really, really kind of meant to be there, who's meant to be there. And a lot of us may find that we need to go back to some old relationships, some past relationships, friendships, and partnerships that maybe meant a lot to us and we kind of forgot about it, and now we kind of want to rekindle and respark and kind of get reacquainted. We're different now, and now, we may feel like we want to make that old relationship, that old flame, work and kind of see. And that's a very, very beautiful thing. I think that that'll definitely be a theme for this month, is opening ourselves up to new possibilities and kind of maybe trying to just find value in what some old things, some things that we may have left behind and kind of forgotten about. We may have thought they forgot about us. I know that I'm definitely feeling that vibe, that energy, and I'm setting the intention that people, places, and things will manifest that make me feel loved and remembered and cherished, and kind of that, that old home, feeling, because I really need that right now. So, freedom of speech. Oh, I'm skipping things. So I wrote down a scripture from the Bible. God can do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can ask or think. God can do exceedingly abundantly all that we could ever ask or think. So challenge yourself and go for what you know. Your face is out there, so we are subject to spiritual attack. This is a month, where spiritual attack, like I told you guys, debates, arguments, people trying to come out the woodwork. You feel like you are a changed new person. You want something different, and everybody's not on that level. Everybody's not vibing with you. Everybody's not inspired like you are. Everybody can't see the vision. So people will try to, throw shade. Period. Agents, demons, your friendships. Things also this month are going to be revealed. A lot of things that have been hidden are coming to the light. A lot of things that are going to be flushed out, investigated out, and tricked out. Like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Happy Easter. It's going to be a month to display mastery. What you've learned, what you've been through. Now I've mastered this. Every season, we've been conflagrated and shot out. We've been resurrected. I've mastered death. I've mastered being able to stand flat-footed in my truth and speak clearly and direct and say, this is who I am. If you're mastering that, if you're here right now, congratulations, because you're becoming a master. And heaven is coming down. This month we're going to see some stuff about pertaining to freedom of speech. We're going to be awakening to the truth of things. So freedom of speech, the freedom to bear arms in a sense and to speak up for my truth and for who I am and be unapologetic about it. This is a month of unapologetic. And that's all she wrote. Truly a time of revelation, clarity of vision, and resourcefulness will abide. This will be a month that I will travel and commune with other light workers and angels. This will be a month to build, communicate, and create change, manifest. Yeah, y'all, it's a month of clear vision and manifestation. With Mars and Gemini, we're getting much more clear and much more direct, much more intentional about how we speak. We're becoming more in tune to our angelic realm. See, when you're dealing with air signs, and like this is all stuff that's becoming clear to me the last few days, is that all the air signs really, really represent the angelic realm. You understand what I'm saying? The air sign, because you think about angels, they're in the air. So the communication, the music, the word that you hear, the clairaudience, stuff you're reading, that you're being led to read. You're raising your frequency. You want to know more about your chakras. You want to know more about meditation. You want to know more about, your neurology. You want to know more about chanting and crystals. Angels are communicating through technology, and as you're starting to raise your frequency, you're harmonizing with this technology, point blank, period. So, much wisdom is going to be found this month. We're going to find this newfound awareness. Our awareness and our third eyes are going to be open, and we're going to be the subject of attention. For many of you, we will be the subject of attention. There's going to be a lot of new chatter around, like new chatter blazing up around you. It's like this fire that's just cooking up. That's just it's sizzling, it's sparking, it's crackling. And now this new moon, this week on Friday, is gonna release the gasket and let all the fire. So this is a very crucial month. Like, this is a month that can make or break you. Be honest with you. Aries season, direct. Some people are going to be assholes. Some people are going to feel like they know more than you. You know, like they want to have the one up on you. And I don't really like to talk about stuff like that, but I realize that people, we do have to deal with humans. We have to deal with relationships. And so, as you're rising as an ascended master and as an angelic being, high vibrational frequencies, you're going to have to deal with demons and humanoids and all these reptilians and secret agents that are coming in to really stop your shine. So, what I want to do is just go ahead and ground the intention for this month of clear vision and manifestation, and ask and treat our angels, just to help us and to see the vision clearly, to not make hasty decisions, but make decisions based on clear intent and inspiration. We're going to want to be hasty this month because we're all ready to really get out and break out of our skin. But remember, there's a scripture in the Bible that says that, you can't put new wine in old wineskin. So, Aries represents the head, the I am. But overall, well, let me not even say that. It does represent the head. That is the body part that it corresponds with, the zodiac sign of Aries. But overall, in its totality, once you really get down to the story of Aries, Aries truly rules the body, Pisces is transcended the body. So that we leave Pisces, we go into Aries where we've been reborn. You're a newborn infant again. It's the body. But it does represent the head, being one, head, letting your head be your head. It represents the head because Aries is the head of everything. Aries is the emperor. Aries is the director. So really this month is all about your mind and what you're focused on. Very crucial that you're not focused on things that you don't want to be focused on or that you don't want in your life, because it will manifest. And I'm telling you that in my situation right now, and I thank God for my situation, talking about my my livelihood, my everyday living, just being within my own four walls, warfare every day, emotionally, spiritually, vibrationally, warfare. So I have to times 10 be focused, and the strongest soldiers get the hardest tests and battles. And and I'm not even the type of person like to play into like tests and stuff like that, but we do get tested, and it's for our benefit, so it doesn't see the thing about, well, that's another thing about this month too, is it's going to be a month of tests. Testing your strength, testing your skill, testing your will, testing, your intention. So if you are who you say you are, show us. That's basically what the universe is saying. So when I test you, I you'll be approved because you are who you say you are, and I'll meet you right where you're at. So I'm gonna say it like this: if you want to be blessed this month, meet the universe halfway. That's how Aries makes his mark on life, is by meeting the universe halfway. Aries could be left high and dry in the middle of a desert, but they know that if they keep going, if they just keep moving forward and not dragging, and working, give or take, if they drag the past with them, they don't get to where they're going. Because you got somewhere to go. This month, we all have somewhere to go. So I want to ground the intention of love and light right now and ask for a message from the divine at this point, and really, I'm hearing in my head, recollect memories. So this month will be a month to also recollect some memories and recollect some things that maybe you've forgotten about yourself, unlocking some old comforts, some old situations psychologically that you need. Like, there's things that need to be unlocked in our memory. And when I say our memory, I mean the water and the cells in our body need to be awakened. So, you know, you can't get the new wine in old wineskin. So you have to really start to break down your habits, your patterns in your body, your thinking. So this is for the month of April. I'm making this video because I'm very excited about this month. And I know that I'm manifesting change on all levels. And I'm ready to really, really, truly, truly live blessed. I'm always living blessed. But this time around, it's going to be special. This is going to be a special month for everyone. This is going to be a month of special. What's special to you? You know, what's special? What's special to you? Taking back your own, personal power. This is a month about getting back into our bodies and getting back into our personal power, our personal flavor. Aries, man, it's about taking back our power. What is your power? And the first card we have out is Three of Wands. So this month, we're going to be moving towards a vision. We're going to be moving towards something. It's time for the action. It's time for communicating. We're going to be moving towards our desire. And Justice card right now. Justice card, Libra's card coming out. And perfect, the Emperor, Aries card. So let's talk about this for a second. Now it's a party. Now it's a party because I just got excited. So these are the two energies that we're we're definitely dealing with this Aries Emperor energy, the Emperor. And then we have Aries opposite, which is Libra, Justice card. All right. So justice, you get justice. You plant yourself. Pull out another card. So with the Justice card, it's talking about a balance, and it's talking about a debt that needs to be repaid. And it's usually karmic within relationships. So like I said, you all, decisions and the final breakdowns of our situations and partnerships and values really starting to take shape this month. Like we're what's happened this month is we're pruning and eroding the vision. Got it. So that's exactly what these two cards are telling me, is that you have now pruned your vision. You've solidified the land now for the taking. You needed to make some decisions. You needed to get clear. And now you're planted, and now you own the place. And now you can move forward with intention and oneness of mind. This is about really being able to okay. How can I formulate the words for you all? This is going to be a cutthroat month. It's going to be a cutthroat month. But the way forward is love. I've been saying that through these last few videos, and that is a message right there. The way forward is love. Everything is love. All things is love. And Mother of Pentacles. So Mother of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, Taurus, Daughter of Pentacles. Wow. Some of you are going to be so blessed this month, towards the end of this month, that it's going to feel like, I'm going to pull some more cards because this is building up. All right. So how I'm interpreting this is as we start to direct our energy and as we start to become the Lord over our own space, you have to become God over your own vibe first. Like, you can't even worry about the physical manifestation until you solidly on a bodily level, on a vibrational level, are stable. And so with the Mother of Pentacles and Daughter of Pentacles coming out, it's looking like new work, a new body of work, a new structure. You're coming into some new money, some new resourcefulness, a new career, a new job, a new plane of action, a new plane of vision. There's new territory. This is a challenge. You're being challenged. This month is going to find you challenging yourself and being challenged by the status quo. But also, all in all, it's going to bring you a newfound sense of respect for self and a new sense of wealth, a new sense of resourcefulness. Like I said, I already said, a new job, new hobbies, new routines, new people. Yeah, definitely. And then we have Eight of Swords coming out. Eight of Swords coming out. Eight of Swords. 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 Funny. This is a tricky one because we have to now be careful to not let our mind, trick us out of the blessing. Like, don't let your mind trick you out of the blessing. Expectations, old commitments that are not serving you, wars in the mind, in your own head, they have potential to nab you if you allow it to. But Eight of Swords is saying that you've bound yourself and wound yourself up. You can free yourself. Time to free yourself. And we have perfect Ace of Wands for the month of April. Perfect. This is definitely an Aries energy. Aries energy bursting through. A gift. Pregnancies. New jobs. New commitments, new reliable source of income, and understanding how to maintain and create opportunity. But I really want to talk about this Justice one, though. This Justice card. So Justice. Justice. Let's get some more clarity on this Justice card. Clarity on the Justice. Clarity on the Justice. Who, what, when, where, and why, how, what's it looking like? And I got Judgment. Funny. Judgment. Judgment. A calling. That's very, very powerful. Justice with judgment. So this month is going to show us the reason why everything was the way it was. So, some of us are in situations in which we were feeling like we don't really understand how to move forward until we understand why something was what it was. So For air signs, I'm gonna say it like this: air signs need to be very active, because air signs, they're the ones that hold all the information and communicate it to people and stuff like that, and kind of you know, formulate a way. So, if they're like, it's not good for air signs. Like if an air sign is living in the past, and is attached to something, because you gotta remember that air is detached. So if a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, if they're like, it's not good for them to be attached to the past, or they're not really very, very attached to the past. So, this is like a month where the divine is telling you to really kind of release yourself from past due. I'm hearing the way I hear stuff is very funny sometimes. So forgive some of the unclear nuances, but not to release yourself from, I'm hearing, past due bills. So what that means to me is past due contracts, past relationships that may have caused you shame. Choose to see the light in everything. That's the message. To choose to see the light in everything from the past. The past is done, and whatever you learned from it was what you learned from it. And that's the most important lesson. But we've got the Emperor and we got the Ace of Wands here. So this is great energy, you guys. This is great energy to start up a business, to start up new projects, to really, really, really move your way forward. With a clear vision, with a clear vision, Ace of Wands and Three of Wands. Oneness of purpose, oneness. Wow. This is brilliant, bursting manifestation. Like, this is like, you get a car, you get a new business, you get a new home. What you gonna do with it? Like, the universe is gonna meet us on a level this month where, like, we're not even gonna have the down payment for whatever it is we need, but it's just gonna give it to us, because if you're showing up and showing yourself approved by faith, anything could happen. But you have to show yourself approved by faith. Meaning, show me who you are. Meaning, don't ask God for a blessing. Say, God, what can I do for you? What can I do for you to, that's the call that needs to be attended to. Attend to that call of, what do you need? Or how can I show the universe more of myself? Play with the universe. Play with the universe. And then we have Eight of Wands. A big move. Wow. Big move, a big move. So when I'm doing these readings for everyone, it's like I'm doing them for myself at the same time too. Like, I'm thinking about what is it that I'm praying for, and what is everybody, like, I'm trying to tune in. So just give me a second. A lot of fire, you guys. A lot of fire and a lot of fight in us this month. A lot of fight. And you're going to realize this month why you went through everything you went through within the last 2 years in particular. why your story is significant and what it means to the whole of everyone else. I'm going to go ahead and pull one more card. I'm just looking, just taking in some messages. Daughter of Swords. So very Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but I'm feeling more Gemini. And it's kind of like, this is where this energy of, so Daughter of Swords is about creating new ways of communicating, or trying to learn a new way or a new function. And becoming inventive, and finding new patterns of thought, creating new patterns of thought. And so this month, what's going to happen is people are going to start speaking up and really, really like speaking up about who they are and their ideas and sharing things. And what's going to happen is you potentially trap yourself if you're around people who don't necessarily appreciate what it is that you have to offer now, your ideas. And you could feel bound by that. You could feel bound by, what you might feel is misalignment, Ten of Swords. But ultimately, there's some storylines that you just have to end. Because ultimately what you're coming into is something brand new. And it's going to be based off of a new skill, a new format. Wow, Daughter of Swords, the Daughter of Pentacles. Interesting. So this is definitely saying new money, new relationships, new hobbies. There's something here to do with the status quo and how many of us are going to now start breaking out with ideas and communicating our vision that really, really goes against the status quo. So, yeah. This is really just bugging me. Like, I'm bugging over this Emperor with the Ace of Wands, Three of Wands, and Eight of Wands. That means it's time for war. It's time for action. Like this, if they're like, these past few months, this past year, we have been we've been wanting to take action. I know me, I'll say me in particular, I'll testify. I've wanted to take action so many times, but I've truly, truly just been in a state of submission to the divine. And, I'm not going to go into too much detail in this video, but I've pretty much had to live a hermit lifestyle because I've had to. I've had no other choice. And we always have a choice, right? But like when I tell you, I'll get into that in another video. But wow. Archangels. We would like a message. We'd like to entreat you guys for a message. So the message for the month of April this month is, you can see it, chakra clearing. Archangel Metatron, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Wow. Interesting. So this is about getting in alignment and getting our chakras in alignment. This message, at least through this card, is that the best way for success, the best way for you to be in your emperor vibe and to be in your director's hat, you got to clear your chakras. You got to ask the archangels, Archangel Metatron, to clear your chakras and to help you become whole, complete in yourself, mind, body, and spirit. It's time to clear your chakras because you're embarking on a mission. And let me get the book out so I can get a deeper description. I opened up right to it too. Opened up right to it. So Archangel Metatron, chakra clearing. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Additional message. Metatron uses sacred geometry shapes to clear and align the chakra energy centers in our bodies. Mentally ask Metatron to open your chakras, and he'll gently send his Metatron cube through the crown chakra at the top of your head. The cube rotates downward, cleaning psychic toxins from your body and chakras. When your chakras are clear, you'll feel more energized and have increased intuition. Working with Archangel Metatron. Metatron's aura is beautiful, violet, and sea foam green stripes. The crystal aligned with Metatron's energy is watermelon tourmaline. Gotta get that crystal. Watermelon tourmaline. So Archangel Metatron has a message for us to clear our chakras, to call upon him to help clear our chakras. This is a really, really a month to get clear. Again, to get clear. This video is entitled Clear Vision and Manifestation. The only way to, because look, you got to understand, the Emperor, he has clear vision. He's seen the brand new thing. He's got it. He's got, now he's moving towards that brand new thing and creating shocks and waves and change. So, get clear this month on who you are and what it is you want. Ask Archangel Metatron. I know I definitely am. And that's for the month of April. Oh, wow. And I don't really have a format for this channel, but it's been very, very good for me to be free flowing because I always end up getting messages from the divine that really confirm. And at the bottom of the deck was another card from Archangel Metatron. And what it says is indigo and crystal children. Archangel Metatron, you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. Interesting. So for whoever that's for, well, let's go ahead and read the description for that. Let's go ahead and read more into that. Your life purpose involves helping and teaching children. You're here to help these children retain and amplify their psychic and spiritual gifts. Educate adults about natural and chemical-free ways to feed and raise these special children. The very young crystal children and the slightly older indigo children are important to the future of this planet. You can help ensure their bright future, and I will help you. Working with Archangel Metatron. If you feel drawn to help children, your own or children in general, ask Metatron for an assignment that mirrors your natural talents and interests. Metatron works closely with psychic and sensitive kids, and he loves to help adults help these children. If you need more time, money, ideas, contacts, or other support for this mission, call upon Metatron. He'll help you manifest your needs so your focus can be directed towards his beloved crystal and indigo children. And I believe that message strongly, and I'm pretty sure other people can resonate with that as well. But I really, I'm receiving that because I know that I'm supposed to help children. I just said today, as I was on my walk, like it's really time for me to start operating in my purpose. And I know that, you know, a part of my contract on earth is to help children to overcome trauma and to step into their real spiritual gifts so they can be happier, because, you know, I was a child with psychic and spiritual gifts, and those gifts were like robbed from me through religion and through falsehood. So I take that message from me. And, you know, Aries is the child. It is the infant. So, I love you guys. And I'm praying for you all. I hope this reading resonated and gave you clearer insight on what is to come, you know, what we should be preparing for this month. Thank you all so much. I'm fresh into this YouTube thing. And, you know, it's been very fun being a YouTube personality and discovering who I am more so through technology and social media. So again, thank you so much. God bless. And I'll see you guys next video.